on April 8th of this year, Iraqi troops stormed into Camp Ashraf, which is on the Iraq-Iran border, and massacred unarmed Iranian expatriates who were residents of that camp. This in and of itself was criminal activity. I mean, it's a crime against humanity, or at least a murder of those 35 unarmed people, and I would say the wounding of at least 100 others is a crime. But does this also, Mr. Bolton, indicate that Iran is having undue influence on Iraq? Here we did all of this we could do to create a democratic Iraq, and then they're under the tutelage of Iran, because obviously the slaughter of these people, these unarmed people in Camp Ashraf, was done to the benefit of Iran.
Well, I think it's very troubling what happened, as you mentioned, what the government of Iraq did there. I'm aware also that they refused to allow you and other members of a congressional delegation to visit Camp Ashraf in the past couple of months.
And that was my delegation, yes.
I just couldn't believe that they did that. And I do think that there are many signs of Iran's efforts to increase its influence inside of Iraq, and very troubling and inadequate the responses by the current government of Iraq, so that as our forces leave... I suggest that we, Madam Chairman, keep an eye on this. We will be holding a hearing with my subcommittee on oversight and investigation of this committee into the massacre at Camp Ashraf. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I have raised the attack on Camp Ashraf directly with Secretary of State Clinton, with the Iraqi authorities, with the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, and Ranking Member Berman and I have worked together and will continue to do so to ensure the safety of the residents of Camp Ashraf. And we thank you for being here with us today. Mr. Sherman, the Ranking Member on the Subcommittee on Terrorism, Nonproliferation, and Trade is recognized.
Well, Ambassador Bolton, if there really were 2 million people on the streets of Tehran, inshallah, and if this regime was going to be swept out of power, would they act like Gorbachev, shrug their shoulders and walk off the world stage, or would they go out with a bang?
Well, I think they demonstrated in the aftermath of the fraudulent elections in the summer of 2009 they're prepared to kill to stay in power. And I think that's what's going on in Syria as well.
Ambassador, the MEK is still on the terrorist list. Should they be? Why are they still on the terrorist list? You have some understanding of the inside of the State Department. And over the last 15 years, has the MEK done more to help American security or to hurt American national security?
It's done more to help American security, particularly on the nuclear weapons front. I know of my own personal knowledge. And I can say this. I think the State Department's now under court order to revisit the terrorist designation, and I think they should and should do it promptly. I think whether it's a designation of a foreign terrorist organization or a state sponsor of terrorism, the State Department's got to look at the facts and let the facts fall where they may. And political considerations, one way or the other, should not enter into it. MEK was put on the terrorist list and kept on the terrorist list on several occasions in the hopes of getting friendly or diplomatic response.
How's that working out?
It has not worked out. So let's look at the facts. Let's let the chips fall where they may. And if they don't deserve to be on the list, let's not let political considerations keep them there.